This is a video response to Invoking the Balance's video about ritual garb and etiquette, and I want to do a video response on it. I think I made a comment, but I wanted to go a little bit more in depth. I personally, I love the idea of ritual garb. I don't have any really. I just wear jewelry for my rituals, mainly because I really want a cloak, and I love your cloak, Chris, that you had on. It was so beautiful, and I would like something similar to that, but I really haven't found a cloak that really calls out to me, and I don't quite have the money for a cloak now anyway. So that's later on my to-do list. But I wanted to say that I love, even just with the jewelry, I love how it makes me feel more connected to ritual. It's more of a state of mind thing. I don't think one has to have ritual garb. I don't think it's mandatory to have for your ritual. Personally, I have not been doing actual rituals until late last year. I've done a lot of studying on Wicca and things like that, but actually doing rituals for the Sabbats and even sometimes for Esbats, I never did that before, mainly because I didn't think I was ready to do that up until recently. But I think ritual garb can help prepare you for ritual, get you in that state of mind. Typically before ritual, especially for Esbat, and mainly for Esbat, not Esbat, I'm sorry, for Sabbat, I take ritual baths, and I take a purifying ritual bath before Sabbats. That not only helps to cleanse me, but it prepares me mentally for the work I'm about to do. And I also sometimes I'll do meditation, more often than not, because I don't always have time to do so. Mainly because I do these things after my daughter goes to bed, and by that time, sometimes it's really late, and I don't have time to do all of those steps. So once in a while, I do, but I do play pagan music to get me in that mindset as well, pagan chants. And I think ritual garb does that. It helps to prepare you. It's one more step into preparing you into getting ready for ritual, to getting your mind into that place so that you can better connect to the goddess and God, or if you just connect to the goddess, or however you follow your path. I wear, mainly, I more often than not, I wear my pentacle ring for ritual. That's kind of like my ritual garb. And I wear it every day. And yes, there are those who argue against wearing your ritual item, any ritual item, on a day-to-day basis, on your regular mundane day. But to me, you know what? Spell work is just not regulated within your circle. Relegated within your circle. I don't know if I said that. Anyways, you do spell work. You can do spell work anytime during the day. As simple as making a wish. You're hitting all these red lights and you're wishing your lights are just green from now on, or you're wishing for that parking spot, or you're wishing for whatever it is you wish throughout the day. You wish you you know, will have the time to get a cup of coffee, whatever, you know. And I guess that could be classified as instant magic. I'm not really sure. I actually am reading Inner Temple of Witchcraft by Christopher Penzak, and I've been following along, you know, Journey Through the Temple, but I have not quite read that chapter yet, because I am a lot behind, because I haven't had time. I don't know, I start reading all these other books too. It's like I have book ADD. I don't know what it is, but anyways, that's neither here nor there. But and I think when you wear it throughout the day, you infuse your energies into it as well. So to me, that pentacle ring holds a lot of energy, a lot of my energies, a lot of, you know, for me it holds a lot of power. So, and by me wearing it every day, more and more of myself is infused with that. And then anytime I do something like make wishes or things like that, all of that is infused into my ring. Even and when anyone wears things like that regularly, I think their essence, or you know, their energies is imprinted on that item. Just like, even if it's something like you want to maintain your calm throughout the day, all the time, the more and more. By the way, that ticking is my little piggy. I'm making something to eat. It's my little piggy timer. I love little piggies. I have a lot of piggy banks. Again, off topic. But, yeah, so, like, you know, you're trying to maintain your calm. So you do, even if you meditate throughout the day, whatever it is, however you raise your vibration to get up to that calm state, all of those energies are imparted for me, as far as I believe, into my ring. So yes, when I do ritual work, all of that is in my ring, whatever it is that I might wear. So I don't have a problem. I mean, if I had a cloak, or like I want to also get a crown, like I love those goddess triple moon crowns. But yeah, those I wouldn't wear on a day-to-day basis, mainly because, well, it's just not something I would wear every day. If it was, I would wear it. I would. You know, again, but like I said, so as far as ritual garb goes, I do think it's very good to have. I don't think it's a necessity. I don't think you have to have it for your practice, whatever your practice is. I don't think it's mandatory, but I think it is good in helping you get into your ritual mindset, into getting into, you know, that flow. As far as etiquette goes, I don't want people coming up. If I had a cloak, I wouldn't want someone coming up and touching it, just, you know, without even saying, oh, may I touch, you know, cloak, or would you mind, oh wow, it's an interesting cloak, can I, you know, see what it feels like. I would not have a problem with that. I would let them, as long as they asked first. To me, if they just come up and touch that, or whatever is on me really, or my being in and of itself, that's an invasion of my personal space for me. But that's more along the lines because I have issue with that. I have issue with that because of, and I think it stems from when I was a kid, when I was a little girl, and especially when I started like a new school or whatever, for years, people would come up to me. I even had my teachers do it. Like the first time they were my teacher, they would pinch my cheeks. Oh, she's so nice, your cheeks. And I could not stand it. I really couldn't. I hated the fact that people would just, and then no one would ask you if they could pinch. I mean, okay, who's going to ask you, can I pinch your cheeks? And you say yes, but you know, whatever. It always felt like an invasion of my personal space. So I do have issue with, you know, personal space, in relation to certain things. So for me, it would bother me. Not so much because it's my ritual garb, per se, but because I just don't like that invasion of my personal space. I would prefer for one to ask me first, and more often than not, I would say, sure, go ahead. So, other than that, yeah, like I said, I think ritual garb is nice to have. I would love to have more ritual garb, personally. Um, I don't think it's mandatory, but it does help you to get into more of a connectedness, or feel more of a connectedness with your ritual and with divinity in and of itself. So that's all I had to say. Thank you for watching, and blessed be.